The sign have a dream speech later after slavery ended. Dr. King, I have a dream speech, said the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation was a great beacon of light, but hundreds of years later, we're still not free because of segregation and discrimination. Today, I call that reparation. But hundreds of years later, we're still not free because of segregation and discrimination. Today, I call that reparation.
I gotta play that again.
Was a great beacon of light, but hundreds of years later, we're still not free because of segregation and discrimination.
Listen to that again. He's quoting Martin Luther King. This is Herschel Walker.
Dr. King, I have a dream speech, said the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation was a great beacon of light, but hundreds of years later, we're still not free because of segregation and discrimination.
Time out. I am not taking him out of context. I'm not mashing this up. This is exactly what he's saying.
Today, I call that reparation.
He's saying, literally, that Jim Crow, the hundreds of years after slavery ended, he's saying that economic apartheid, he's saying that racism is reparations. That is a level of Sambo that I can only describe as Sambonova. Because when you've gone so hard Sambo that what you're saying is more racist than the, I guess, Republican conservatives that put you up, because he's reading this. Like, you can look at the actual video. It's on different channels. It's on Forbes. He's reading this. And I'll play it again. We'll play it again.
Today, I call that reparation.
Okay, let me go back further.
Signing of the Emancipation Proclamation.
Can't even pronounce emancipation.
In the pursuit of happiness. Years later, after slavery ended, Dr. King, I have a dream speech, said the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation was a great beacon of light.
He said years later, after slavery ended, he said he kind of country, so he said after it ended, but after slavery ended, so we go back, the signing. Okay, let me go back a little bit.
The signing of the Emancipation Proclamation was a great beacon of light.
The signing of the Emancipation Proclamation was a great beacon of light. He's quoting Martin Luther King. But hundreds of years later, we're still not free. Now, why were you still not free after 100 years? What was happening? Economic apartheid. Now, look what Herschel Walker calls that period. Because of segregation and discrimination, and worse, because of murder at times. Just straight up, you can kill some people and get away with it.
Today, I call that reparation.
There's no way you can mix this. This fool went Sambonova. And he's not alone. I'm going to do a video right after this. I'm editing it, so it should be soon. And it talks about what Black History Month really is. So when you have that, let me see his name. Let me pull out my keyboard. And you hear that sound all the time with my videos. What's that dude's name? Dingy? Black History Month? Because if you're trying to end Black History Month, and I've got my issues with Black History Month, but at least I'm going to be honest about it. I'm going to be honest about what it is. And I'll talk about that in the next video. I'm not going to really give it away. But you got to be honest about what you're ending if you want to end it. I think his name is Chenge. Wants to cancel Black History Month. Black Black History Month is not really Black history. It's, and I'll go into that in my next video, because both of them just went to a level of Sambo. Like Larry Elder, he was Samboing it up in the HR 40. I don't even know what you want to call that joke, that Sheila Jackson Lee ridiculousness. Why you invited them fools? Because technically, in a country that has paid reparations to any and everything, you don't need naysayers, because the precedence is there. And I've made that point many times. Like when you were having wildlife bills, and I can name the many wildlife bills, you didn't have any type of creature walk out of the forest, ranging from a peacock to an aardvark, and argue to Congress, hey, look, we don't need this. Look, forest fires were messing us up before you guys came in here and started cutting down trees or doing whatever, which led to preservation bills. We don't need this. All white people aren't bad. Who's going to pay for it? These stupid Larry Elder arguments. But at least Larry Elder didn't say nothing is, what the, like, Larry Elder did not argue. He kind of did in a sense, because he argued that Obama was reparations, and he did it from a disingenuous point. And Obama, in the subject of reparations, is a racist. So he argued in a roundabout way that racism is reparations. Herschel Walker literally said that the period after slavery, and even said, which included, quoting Martin Luther King, which included discrimination and segregation, was reparations to him. Even though MLK, who he's quoting, said we're not free, and then later on said, I'm coming to get my check, and then later on was assassinated. Another human rights violation. So this Sambonova, I cut and paste these and tweet these out for me. If you're following me on Facebook, you can do that. As I'm on my name, Rory Frizen, on Facebook. Not my real name, but anyhow, peace.